Off the tracks, check out this mess over in South Philadelphia. Several cars from a freight train derailed this morning, blocking part of Delaware Avenue.
And an about-face from Penn's president after her controversial comments on anti-Semitism. Why she says she needs to clarify her response.
Afternoon, breadheads. Come on down. Get a cheesesteak.
Serving up a taste of Philly in the Big Apple. Could Bradley Cooper be planning a New York food takeover? Those stories and much more on today's edition of The Lineup for Thursday, December 7th, 2023.
The Lineup is brought to you by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Hi, everyone. I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm Lucy Bustamante. You should see how excited he gets about saying the date every single time. All right, let's get you up to speed with what you need to know for today. Part of Delaware Avenue in South Philly, it is blocked by derailed cars from a freight train. NBC 10's Gyllenhaal has a closer look at the mess from the scene.
Yeah, this is just off Columbus Boulevard, south of the Walt Whitman Bridge here in South Philadelphia. The freight train run by CSX derailed right here near the marine terminal. You see all those shipping containers behind it. About 4 cars, as we can tell, came off the tracks as those crews are working to get some wires and debris out of here so they can try to get these train cars upright. As we look from above, Skyforce 10 over the scene, you can see one of the train cars actually fell and blocked part of Delaware Avenue. That's a road that leads into this industrial complex. According to police, this happened around midnight. Nobody was injured and no indication of any leaks or anything spilling from the train. This is just the latest freight train to derail this year in the country. Not too serious that this one appears, but there have been others, and this is yet another sign of the issues facing freight around the nation. The scene has now been turned over back to CSX as they try to figure out what to do next and get these train cars out of here. For now, we're in South Philly. I'm Gyllenhaal, NBC 10 News.
This morning, the University of Pennsylvania's president is walking back comments she made before Congress in response to the Israel-Hamas war and growing tension on campus. Here's what she said on Tuesday.
Specifically calling for the genocide of Jews, does that constitute bullying or harassment?
If it is directed and severe or pervasive, it is harassment.
So the answer is yes.
It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
It's a context-dependent decision. That's your testimony today. Calling for the genocide of Jews is depending upon the context.
And now Liz Magill defending her response on this video. NBC 10's Brenna Weick explains.
President Magill addressed those comments to Congress in a video posted to UPenn's social media pages. It's about 2 minutes long, and in it, Magill says she wants to be clear. She claims during the hearing she was focused on the university's policy that speech alone is not punishable. She goes on to say the call for genocide of the Jewish people is, quote, evil, plain and simple. President Magill says that type of speech, in her view, would be considered harassment or intimidation. She says she will convene with the school's provost to clarify and evaluate Penn's policies.
I'm committed to a safe, secure, and supportive environment so all members of our community can thrive. We can and we will get this right.
Before Penn published this video, Governor Josh Shapiro said the school failed to take action to make all students safe. This all came after a pro-Palestinian rally on campus that got national attention. We spoke to the governor after this video's release, and he said it does not adequately address his concerns. In the newsroom, Brenna Weick, NBC 10 News.
All right, thanks to Brenna for that. The Israel-Hamas war is raising tension for people in a New Jersey community with a large Jewish population. This year, the number of bias incidents reported in Lakewood, Monmouth County, are among the highest in New Jersey. So officials want to buy nearly $1.5 million in new public safety equipment, like a police mobile command center and special response trucks, electric bikes, and drones.
Responding to a critical incident, time is of the essence, and, having the equipment there instead of having to wait for it definitely helps.
This came at a perfect time, at a time that the police department is on a little more heightened alert, when the community will feel better seeing more police cars out.
Actually, this is Lakewood in Ocean County, but officials hope to begin making purchases in the next month or two, and the new equipment should be in use in the spring. Well, more kids are now sick with lead poisoning linked to those tainted fruit pouches.
The FDA now says it's investigating 64 separate cases of lead poisoning they believe is from tainted pouches of cinnamon apple puree and cinnamon applesauce. Officials think that the cinnamon may be the source of the contamination. They're still doing tests on other ingredients and at the manufacturer. Lead poisoning cases have been reported in 27 states, including Pennsylvania. More than 80,000 people with student loan debt will now have their balance wiped clean. That's according to the White House, which says it's forgiving another $5 billion in debt. This round of relief is for people who already qualified for debt cancellation through programs like income-driven repayment or the public service loan forgiveness. Total amount of debt relief under the Biden administration is now $132 billion. Today is the 82nd anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, one of the deadliest days in American history. Veterans in our area will gather on the battleship New Jersey to mark the occasion and to remember the 2,400 Americans who died on December 7th, 1941. This is video from a previous year's service. The attack launched the United States into World War II. The battleship New Jersey was christened 1 year after Pearl Harbor, and the ship played a major role in key World War II battles. Well, starting tonight at sundown, Jews across our area will gather to celebrate the start of Hanukkah.
The Festival of Lights marks the miracle when Jews only had enough oil to burn for one night, yet holy lamps stayed lit for 8 straight nights. So during Hanukkah, a candle is lit each of the 8 nights to symbolize what happened at the Holy Temple. Families give gifts to each other, they sing festive songs, and they enjoy traditional Jewish foods like potato latkes, which, have you had a potato latke before?
No.
You have to try it. They have a special dipping sauce.
Oh.
It's just so good.
All right, I'm in.
Anyway, all right. So Montgomery County native Bradley Cooper teamed up with a Philly pizza shop owner. We watched their New York food invasion. You don't want to miss this one. That's coming up next.
Yeah, plus our Sheila Watko does her best Taylor Swift impression with an important message for animal lovers. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Here we go.
Here I go again on my own.
Introducing the all-new TD Clear credit card with no late fees and no interest, just a simple monthly fee. That's predictability, even when expenses aren't.
$4? That's bananas.
It's a pear. Oh, man.
The all-new TD Clear credit card. That's how credit can be unexpectedly human. Call 1-844-TD-CLEAR for details about credit costs and terms.
We now know who's being dubbed Person of the Year.
Time declares 2023 the year of Taylor Swift. The magazine made the announcement yesterday morning. Berks County native has dominated the headlines over the past year, and from her record-breaking Eras tour to the re-release of 2 of her albums, not to mention ushering in a whole new crowd to the NFL while cheering on her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. But Taylor did have a run for her money when it came to gracing the magazine cover. Look at this.
Our very own Sheila Watko, a massive Taylor Swift fan, is Person of the Year in our hearts. Sheila, of course, recreated Swift's cover once it dropped. She's featuring her foster cat, Lulu, over her shoulders from Dutchie and Renee Senior Cat Rescue in New Jersey. Sheila asks you to consider opening your home to adopt cats like Lulu, or even foster. She does a good job right there.
I mean, she plays the part. She's a natural actress, first of all. But Sheila, oh my God.
She's something else.
I just want to know how long that took.
Oh yeah, no, you see it in her video that she posts
on Instagram.
It took like 30 seconds. Yeah, that's it's a still from a video, is what that actually is.
Unbelievable.
She's a trip.
Oh yeah,
she's
absolutely.
So funny. All right, our area has so much to offer. We know that, right? But when it comes to finding love, a new survey says got a long ways to go before romance is really in the air.
Oh yeah, Wallet Hub survey ranks the best cities for singles, and they put out Philadelphia as number 82 on a list of 182. So they looked at economics, fun and recreation, dating opportunities. Wilmington did a little bit better, but Dover, oh no, 177. Yeah, not Dover. But if you do want to try a new date spot, apparently you have to go all the way to Seattle for that. They got top honors.
Just thinking of like Wayne's World, where they're like, oh, we're in Delaware. Oh, we're in Dover.
Yeah, Dover's not the most romantic.
No love.
That's all right.
Yep.
Cheaper to go out there.
It is, for sure.
There you go. Talking about another great story here. A group of police officers in Camden took part in No Shave November to raise money for a good cause. For the 3rd year in a row, members of the Camden County Police Department's Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 218, they presented a check to MD Anderson Cancer Center at Cooper. This year, they raked in $6,500 in honor of Officer Matthew Shiven, who lost his life to colon cancer in 2021. Just so young. Way, way, way too soon.
Yeah. Good for them for raising money. That's great.
Definitely. And now let's move on to this local favorite star here. Let's say Philadelphia's finest, ready to take over New York City with cheesesteaks.
Check it out for yourself.
Afternoon, breadheads. Come on down. Get a cheesesteak.
Bradley Cooper inside a food truck with Danny DiGianpietro from South Philly's Angelo's Pizzeria. The duo set up shop in Greenwich Village. They're going to give a taste of Philly while donning hoodies that read Danny and Coop's Cheesesteaks. A domain and Instagram handle have also been registered with a similar name, but they've made no content just yet. Maybe soon we're going to see a true Philly cheesesteak shop in the Big Apple, filling a need right there, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, people are going to love it. A cheesesteak's a cheesesteak.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the marketing arm in Bradley Cooper, right? Cooking up cheesesteaks if he's there on a somewhat routine basis, right? And then you got Angelo's Pizza, the vehicle behind that. That place is unbelievable in South Philadelphia, so it's going to be great.
Yeah, they've got good marketing, too.
Yeah,
all right. That does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Lucy Bustamante, I'm Keith Jones. Remember, you can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app, and be sure to catch us when we're on TV from 4 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Who's hungry?